Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Manila Masters 2017. You are watching the Philippine Qualifier coverage. I am Luminous and I'm going to be joined by Tsunami, and this is Game 2 of Execration versus Clutch Gamers. Clutch Gamer off the back of a insanely large Gabby puck, as well as a pretty big Dragon Knight from Armel, was able to take Game 1. And like you kind of pointed out towards the end, you thought their draft was better, and we were both pretty sure that they definitely play better than Execration.
Yeah, and I imagine that trend will continue. Do you know very much about this Execration roster? Because I know, like, you know, they used to have some some TNC players. Now we used to be on Execration and stuff like that, and then like Abed used to be Execration also and stuff like that. But I don't know too much about James, Mighty Savior, Lumi K. Lumi K. How come you haven't been saying his name?
That's not his. Like, that's his another tag. I think he's been the captain for forever. I forgot what his. Here, let me actually look it up right now. Execration. Reserve time. It's Chemo.
Can't say I'm familiar. Oh, Kim Zero. I'm still not familiar.
Yeah. Well, he's been with the team for forever. Like, he's always drafting. So sometimes go with Lumi K. But the thing is, like, I think in a previous iteration, they had a couple of former Mineski players, I want to say.
5 seconds.
According to Wikipedia, they used to have DJ, who is Fnatic now. They used to have Gabby, who is ex-teammate now on Clutch Gamers.
So they just got poached, you know?
Yeah, they got poached hard. Actually, yeah, they got poached really hard, because Abed went to DC, 343, kind of like went to random teams, but he all from the proving ground of Execration. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to discount, like, Mighty Savior was doing fine in the lane and stuff like that. The draft may have proved to be a little bit of an issue for Execration, but this draft looks like I can definitely see more of a clear idea. They've got good minus armor synergy with Sargar Templar Assassin. Abaddon has been consistently a very, very strong offlaner, and Warlock is a support that won't be selfishly jungling like a Crystal Maiden. So lanes are pretty cut and dry for Execration. I don't think Shadow Fiend mid will prove to be a tricky matchup for a Templar Assassin at all.
You know, now that we had that discussion with the whole Execration, they really remind me of KP from the European side of things. It's a team that just like has, it's like a solid tier 2 team, but all their players are always going to bypass through this one team and then goes into other teams, and they do very well. So
it's kind of like the equivalent of all the youth teams in China. It's like you test your skills, you go into some random matches, and then a tier 1 team is just like, welcome to tier 1 Dota.
Let us spy you. Definitely true in China.
Last ban out Sven. I guess Execration may have seen that Gabby performance.
10 seconds to go.
Lumi.
Sorry, I was reading a very important Reddit thread. Io is not a candidate in the Arcana bracket.
No, he's not.
Why the fuck not?
Because Valve has something special planned. I think if you go to the compendium and you click on like level 250 or something, there's nothing there, but it makes an Io noise.
Does that mean I have to get to level 250? That's just too much work.
Probably.
It's too much work.
Let's see here. Level 2.
This is very important, guys. Like, gotta figure this out.
10 seconds to go.
Maybe it's not 250. There's some level that doesn't have anything, but if you click on it...
245.
Oh, really?
Anyways, you were talking about the mid matchup between SF and TA.
Yeah, it's one that is almost always TA winnable, but if SF gets rotations, it helps. Crystal Maiden can definitely even out the odds, but problem is CM needs levels, and the hardest part for SF is the first like 3 minutes. And so if no one on his team is going to rotate like an Earth Spirit or a Slardar or an Ogre Magi, then Shadow Fiend's going to have a real unpleasant first 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just let Armel kind of tough it out, as he generally does, and then just recover during the mid game. I think Clutch is going to do the same thing that they did last time, right? Whereas, like, they put Omni Knight
but they were able to get away with it because Shadow Fiend, I mean, because DK is like they had very strong lanes independently, which Bristleback is now a strong laner, Nyx Assassin's a strong laner, Omni Knight's a strong laner, so Yeah, I think you are right that you just establish very independent cores, and then one lane will need help. In this case, it's the Shadow Fiend. Last game, it was the Slark.
Right. And then once those lanes are secured up, it should be okay. So they actually played Bristleback early on today as well. It was actually played by Rappy in the safe lane, and then they did offensive trialing. Rappy in that game went for the standard Vanguard Hood into Solar Crest. So we'll see if he's going to be doing that this game. Although I think this game, I think he needs to hit perhaps even harder because, you know, it's just him and Shadow Fiend that's really outputting the damage.
Yeah, and this Juggernaut last pick was very smart. He's going to be able to purge off Nasal Goo from Bristleback. If Bristleback does go for the Solar Crest, he'll be able to get rid of that. And so Juggernaut's going to have a pretty easy time with these cores that Clutch gamers have.
You think so?
Well, who does he have to really be concerned about besides Shadow Fiend?
I think his laning stage might not be as easy as you imagine. Every time I see Omni Knight in the off lane, it doesn't feel like it's a strong laning hero, but then like either he draws the attention of all three heroes, which then he's winning the lane, or if the heroes are rotating away to help the other lanes, Omni Knight just walks up to Juggernaut and starts smacking him.
Yeah, that's true. And whenever he has this mana battery of Crystal Maiden on his team, he can also be able to get aggressive with purifications. And Juggernaut, you know, he will be getting the Poor Man's Shield. Probably is going to complete it in the side shot, but...
Oh. Smoke breaks, so Boombacks correctly guessed where the ward is. Question is, does Slaughter guess where his ward is?
He didn't place... Oh, he did place it. Oh, he got deep.
Oh,
yeah, Slaughter got it. Gonna save it.
What a player.
What a player. And you know what? SF needs a soul, so will Clutch gamers return the favor? They're paying it like crazy, but no one has money for sentries right now.
Oh, Bristleback's got the new item, the tier 1 treasure item.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't have last year's, because that's the whole thing. It's supposed to synergize, because the last year was the Piston Impaler. Your back is all metal spiked. Now your forehead is all metal spiked. Yeah. I like this though. He has his whole game queued up in his quick buy.
You know what the mistake was in the promotional clip that Valve did? They should have shown off Ags. And just
yeah, you're right.
Let the Bristleback quill, or not the goo, just go everywhere.
Yeah.
I was totally expecting that clip, and I was like sorely disappointed when that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they even thought about doing the Desolator on Clinks, just so people were like, no, don't worry, your projectile still looks cool on Clinks. But yeah, should have gone for Aghanims.
I mean...
Same thing with Crystal Maiden.
Valve, you know where to hire me, you know?
Right.
You know where to contact me.
Actually, some people were like, dude, if Crystal Maiden gets Ag, you're not going to know who the enemy team is, because they're all going to be frostbitten.
There you go.
Okay. Armel does get a soul.
Alright, Rappy eating the spin. Drops a repel. Alright. Good stuff.
Actually, that's really good. Force him to get repel at level 1. A lot of Omnis don't even bother getting repel until like level 5.
But here's the thing, right? You get the wave, you get level 2 immediately, so...
Yeah. But he's not going to be able to put as many points in degen, I suppose.
Oh, he always goes for this build when it's not a true 1v1.
Oh, yeah?
Basically, level 3, you have 2 in Purification, 1 in Repel. You don't worry about degen until you get to 4.
Really?
Yeah. Well, in a 1v3 situation.
Right.
In a 1v1 situation, you definitely go, like, you know, Purification, degen.
That's still a marked difference from other Omni Knights I see, because I always am like, I think that's a safer build. Well, it is a safer build, but Omni Knights seem to always get away with putting tons of points in degens, even in a 1v2 situation, but yeah, Rappy's going to play it a little more conservatively.
Yep. I mean, this is Rappy style, so maybe the other ways are correct.
Right.
He's comfortable with this one. You say that the Shadow Fiend lane is tough, but like Armel's doing okay. Nando's...
Yeah. I mean, he's down 3 denies, and so that's a bit of a setback. He only has 4 souls right now, but this Fly Soul rotation could actually be amazing.
Oh man.
She's not level 2 yet, though.
Crystal Maiden movement speed.
Yeah, no Windlace. If she was level 2 and she had Crystal Nova, I'm pretty sure that was a dead TA, but shrined up, Nando's got her lane secured all over again.
Now, speaking of movement speed, recently have had the pleasure of trying out Tranquil plus Windlace together.
Whoa.
You just zoom machine early on, man.
What do you do with the second one? Turn it into a Yule's or just casual Windlace?
Just casual Windlace. But, you know,
okay.
you get on heroes that can go into Yule's. Like, for example, Crystal Maiden's like a decent hero for something like that.
Huh. That is interesting.
Uh-oh. Crystal Maiden running away. Actually, it's
Wishing she had any move speed.
although, had enough distance between her and Slaughter. Now she's actually stuck for a bit, right? She's like very far away from level 3. It's out of mana.
She just popped a clarity from the courier. Stole the courier just for that clarity. It's something I'm seeing more and more often, especially on these Crystal Maidens who are more selfless, not like the jungle-oriented ones, because Crystal Nova, between the vision that it provides and the slota that it provides, it's like you're better off than just walking around frostbiting enemies for like barely any time. You're better off just trying to move around the map, getting damage done.
Yep.
Although, Crystal Maiden, I think she's due for a nerf. A Kiev most picked hero, and she had like a 60% win rate.
Yeah, that was not the hero I predicted.
No, definitely not.
I put like, I don't know, Treant or Monkey King or something like that.
Which Treant was pretty high. Slark, I think, had the overall highest win rate. He had like an 80% win rate. But Crystal Maiden was the most picked hero and still had like a really high win rate, which was very surprising to me. But she's a good hero, and you can see the variety of play. Now Fly Solo has gone into the jungle, hasn't hit level 3 for that Arcane Aura yet, but this is just the power of the hero. It can roam and can jungle selfishly.
Top lane. James having a lot of trouble to survive. In fact, I think he might go down. Yeah, one more spike should do it. Okay, magic stick. One more.
Now one more. Pop.
This is the second time today I've seen people die to Bristleback in the lanes.
Dude, hover over Cool Spray. Do you see how massive that radius buff was? It's huge.
What was it before?
I think it was either 600 or... I think it was 600. But yeah, it was 700. It's massive.
What? When was this buff? I did not notice it at all.
It was some 7-point something buff. Let me see. Oh, okay. So it used to be... it used to be 625 in 7.04, and then it got buffed in back-to-back patches, and now it's 700.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so maybe, it's deceptively large.
Maybe it's the next best thing. Oh, look, Rappy just kills people. Oh no, that's just a neutral creep. But this is what I mean, right? Like, if the supports are not here, look at Mighty Savior. He's just like actually getting bullied by an Omni Knight.
Yeah, and it is that build that you were expecting, 2-1-1.
So I say overall, I think Clutch Gamer has really escaped the danger of their early game draft, right? It's just really Shadow Fiend that they had to worry about, and Shadow Fiend is fine. Top lane is doing amazingly, and Gabby might actually get another kill here if the support could get in position. They want to pop the... Oh, that's a sweet play right there.
That was very clever.
And James is dead.
Aphotic Shield, Carapaced off for the stun. James, one more, not even necessary for the Quill Spray. And Gabby, he was true to his build. I saw it in the quick buy. He was like, I'm going to complete this full Vanguard before I get boots. And then I'm going to get boots. And then it looks like he's going to finish Treads, and then he's going to get Radiance, and then he's going to get Solar Crest.
Yep. It is...
This is a man of his word.
Yeah. Simple build. Plan it out, and that's all you need to do.
I mean, I'm surprised he's able to get away with this with no boots, because sometimes on Bristleback you can get away with it because you have Warpath at that point, but this is the laning phase against a mystical, well not mystical, but a Curse of Avernus Abaddon, and yet he still has all the move speed necessary, not even like a casual Windlace or anything. Yo! Casual Windlace on Bristleback.
I mean, if he's playing the carry position, I don't know if you want to...
Yeah, that's true.
Dump so much.
Waste a slot.
Yeah. Warlock expecting some sort of gank to be coming from the north position, and he would be correct.
Yeah, I'm surprised that TA has already donated the lane. Oh, she has Ancient Stacks, so that's probably what Nando was doing.
Okay. In fact, Boombacks checks it out, scouts it out. Nando might die here.
It's only a level 3. Oh, trap pop. Meanwhile, Wrathy gets a solo kill. He's soloing these two heroes in the bot lane. And he will have Purification in 8 seconds.
It's telling you, man. Omni Knight off lane.
I hate it every single time I play against it, because you look at it and you're like, what? He's gonna run out of mana eventually. He's slow. He's melee. Apparently none of it matters.
CM has a large
That's
part
true.
of her success. And I hate watching a lane like this, because if you put a camera on this, like, nothing really happens. And as soon as you move away, he just finds a solo kill, and you're like, okay, well.
300 pure damage coming out of nowhere against 2 melee heroes too. So even if I'm sure Slaughter was probably like charging up his creep wave, and then just got heal bombed in the face.
Yep. I think that's the true difference. It's like a lot of these like 4 position that are used to bullying off lanes. They just think like, oh, I'm gonna just play the same way, run in and bully against Omni Knight. Can't do it. Like he's just so damn tanky. It's like how Bane is a deceptively tanky support. Same thing here for Omni Knight. Very, very tanky off lane.
Yeah, look at this. 1 purification shaves off 1/3 of Mighty Savior's HP, and he's thinking about spending Healing Ward, but he doesn't want to have to.
Uh-oh.
Slaughter.
Chemo runs in from the back line. Dude does a grand circle. Gets punched twice. He's got that Orb of Venom too, you know? It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you only need the 2 points in DJ now. Bad big heal bomb.
Okay.
Kill the Healing Ward.
Is he dead? He's... Yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
Dire's top tower. You know the drill.
Now Rappy, heal bomb. Oh. There we go.
Dude, that pair...
Tower aggro?
Wait!
Tower aggro?
He's fine.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the other thing you can get away with. These Omninas very rarely get Guardian Angel at 6 these days. They save it, and they get away with saving it.
I mean, isn't like the first point of Guardian Angel just worse than your next point of Purification?
Pretty sight right now.
It costs so much mana.
In a single target situation, yes. Yeah. But like in a team fight situation, Guardian Angel is almost always superior, especially against this heavy armor minus lineup of TA and Sardar.
It's like he turned
Omnislash.
level 6 like 7 minutes in. Like, is there actually going to be a team fight?
Yeah, no. Unless if you look at top lane, in which Boombax and James traded kills, but the Abaddon actually got the kill first, but then again, this is a level 5 Nyx Assassin against a level 7 Abaddon, so yeah. Which result were you really expecting?
And this is...
Did you forget the overlay?
I did for a bit, but it's fixed.
Oh, okay.
And it's not the most egregious overlay, it just has a logo on, like... It's fine. It's not one of those prison overlays, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyways. Rappy's just like, I'm gonna walk into your Omnislash and then pour it out now. Why did
he didn't go for it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there were creeps around, but you're in Vegas.
You only needed 1 slash. Yeah,
you're in Vegas.
Meanwhile, James...
Just go.
A lot of Juggernauts don't like having to spend Omnislash at 6, but that's if they're close to 12. Mighty Savior is like years away from level 12, so yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go for that, because it's a pretty heavily leveled Omni Knight. He's level 8 right now. He has 2 kills, 1 assist. He's not playing the slots.
I was gonna make haha I'm a 12 joke, but did not find a good...
Oh, I got it.
Good angle.
No.
Bad joke. Gabby tries to steal the Ancients. He will get 1, okay. Man, that's the power of Bristleback. You could also, like, just walk into the jungle and be like, yo.
Yeah, this Vanguard first build is, like, Gabby hasn't really been showing up to fights, but it looks like he wants to now. Meanwhile, Mighty Savior, again,
just TP out.
Getting zoned out by an Omni Knight, and he has Omnislash. Yeah. He's too good. The only problem is he's not going to be able to build Radiance on Omni Knight because Bristleback's working on Radiance.
I mean, is that really a problem?
No, not really.
Alright, tower's going to go down. I can't wait to see what kind of these towers look like when it's all decked out, you know?
Yeah, the preview on the site showed it, but it'll be different to see it in game. I must say I do like the Dire ones more than the Radiant ones. The Radiant ones are very plain. Rotation.
Okay, Rock's going to come down here, and now Armel in a lot of trouble. Sprint up. Crush? Where's the crush? No crush here. Chemo going hard on it, gets mana burn. And then he's gonna be fine. Wait, aren't these towers a bit better than the one that we saw in Game 1? Game 1 is all like closed off.
Oh really?
Yeah, now it's like pulsating a bit, I think.
It is pulsating. It is very phallic now that you mention it.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of that.
You were thinking it. You
no,
put that you incepted that image into my mind.
Look, I'm just literally describing it.
Who uses the word pulsating in a context like that?
I'm a wordsmith. Have you never read Twitch chat? Lumi the wordsmith.
You're like a...
Oh, CM denied a haste run. I think she should make a run for it.
Gabby's here to protect her.
It's bait and Rappy's here? Yo, look at that goo.
Borrow times down.
Alright. I mean, even if there's borrowed time, they just stick on him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
why on Rice? Good, the Degen? Alright. Rappy gets the next best thing. Also a golden item, Hannah Midas. No Radiance, go Midas.
Into the Solar Crest, takes that GPM talent on top of the Midas, so he's going to be rolling in it. And, well, if he so is this a double Solar Crest game then? Because Bristleback is eventually planning on the Solar Crest. He's not going to finish out the treads, it was just a backup plan in case he dies. He's going straight for the Relic on Gabby. So, yeah, medallion completed on Omni Knight, but you can have 2 medallions, there's no problem with that.
I think Gabby could just skip it now, right? Especially if he's going the Radiance.
Especially if he's the carry as well. Hopefully, maybe a Basher? Or what do you get
For Omni?
on a Bristle? No,
sorry,
for
on-
Bristleback.
I think SMY is very strong. Like, it stacks very
yeah,
well
yeah.
with your Warpath.
Yeah, I do like that.
And then standard things like AC or... Like, even if you just, like, go Crimson Guard, Pipe, that kind of stuff, it's nice. James? Oh, he's fast.
He is fast. He had that Curse of Avernus buff on him.
No breaking down the radiant structures like that.
And you can see, like, by the way that CG is pushing, is that, like, this is a very cleverly built lineup, such that Shadow Fiend just hits from the back, and you just have to run through this whole team of Bristleback, Omni Knight. And you're not going to be able to.
At least not until TA completes her blink, which right now Nando's going straight for the Desolator, so he's not going to have a blink for a while.
Let me check on the status of the other match that's going on.
Wow. What a professional.
No, because I need to know if it's TNC versus, what is it, Happy Feet, or was it the other team? I mean, I don't need to check. Yeah, it's Happy Feet. But
Yeah, you're not missing much. I can see by this convenient net worth indicator, I can see it growing by the second, all thanks to these GPM talents. Who all has it? I know Aminite took his GPM talent. Crystal Maiden does not have one. Nyx Assassin does not have one. Bristleback does not. Oh wow, Bristleback actually went for the 8th strength of the 2 mana regen.
yeah, so he did this in the previous game as well. But that game he didn't have CM Aura. I think this game is like much more feasible, right? You have
That's
CM
true.
Aura. But
I mean, and again, if you're the one position, like, you're more interested in right-clicking than just, like, gooing and coiling constantly.
well, I think one of the fewer thing that a lot of people don't remember is that Bristleback has really good int gain for a strength hero.
2.8. Wow, you're
Yeah.
right. That is surprisingly high.
So like he has mana issues early on, but like if you get to like level 15, 16, you don't really need mana regen anymore. You just have a big mana pool.
So then I can see why he likes the medallion then, because if you don't have a percentage-based item, then it, like, the int gain is nice, but it doesn't help you that much. But if you have that percentage of a medallion or an urn, or just like held like a soul ring or something like that, you get a lot of benefit out of that.
James also has a medallion of his own. He's got 1,800 gold in the bank as well. I wonder if he's gonna go back for a Midas or something like that, but I feel like they're just under so much pressure that they just need items that could do stuff now.
Yeah, which is why I'm surprised that Nando went for this Desolator. I mean, now he's going to have his Blink Dagger completed, but you feel like maybe Execration is missing their window, because by the time that TA does complete the combo of Desolator and Blink, who is she going to be able to jump on besides Crystal Maiden? Like, you get the Blink, who do you initiate on?
I think even if she went for Blink first, it would not have been enough because of the Omni Knight. I actually think the Deso is... I agree with this, because Deso allows you to farm so much faster, right? Like, if you know you're not going to be guaranteed to get kills, which in this lineup it might be hard to because of the Omni Knight, you could just, like, two-shot waves and just split push.
Yeah, but then, like, the whole team is being discouraged because of this Omni Knight. Because Execration has good team fight. They have Golem, they have Omni Slash, Aphotic Shield provides a little bit of sustain, and now has Kim Zero finished off the Blink Dagger on the Slaughter. But even before that, like, Sprint Crush can usually get good setups, but like, they're all only coming online now, but they're 10k net worth down at this point that even if they do start team fights, it's so hard to kill people. The Omni Knight just gets bigger and bigger.
They're gonna start now. Smoke's gonna happen.
Oh, Boombax is TPing out.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
And he's free.
Well, that's a big waste of time.
Yep.
Alright.
At least Nando will complete his Blink Dagger in the slide shop now, but top lane, James is all alone.
Oh, look at them grooves. Really
Look
reminds
at that
me
Purge.
reminds me of like a Venomancer spell of some sort.
Oh yeah, yeah. And why doesn't Veno get any immortals? This is like Slark's 30th immortal, Bristleback's 2nd immortal, Crystal Maiden's like 40th immortal. Where's Veno immortal?
He's got a banana taunt. Like that's
true.
just better than any of these items.
Bot tier 1 goes down. Execration gonna continue pushing with this Desolator, but it looks like Omni Knight wants to defend.
Oh, that's a...
He's got Guardian Angel. What he's worried about? Nothing.
Okay. And they just have to TP out. They did get what they want, which is like stop the push up top. So...
Yeah, but now it's pretty easy. Oh, wait. Oh, they're still... Yeah, see, that's another thing. Like, Execration's still sitting on this Aegis also. And they didn't get anything done with it. They took it, they got some Roche Gold out of it, and it's going to time out soon. I wish the timer told me, but no, I still have to pan back to the clock.
Do the math!
It's a minute and a half. What do you mean, do the math?
Yeah, we can do the math.
Okay, so Roche... Whenever it says Roche is at 3 minutes,
Yep.
then that means that... Okay. Okay, fine. I can do that.
We should Hearthstone this game, you know? You should make the Aegis randomly time out between 4 to 6 minutes.
I remember when everything was cut and dry. It was the Aegis. Whenever the Aegis is
Respawn
gone, that means
time,
Roche is definitely up. 10 minutes Aegis. What a world. What a world that was.
Unlimited buybacks. I came from that world. I remember casting a game where Storm bought back. It was a base defense in the Storm space. And he bought back 3 times. They defended.
That's what respawn talents are for now.
Yeah.
You can still show up 3 times for a base defense.
Which, by the way, I think earlier we were talking about GPM on the dire side. I consider the plus 60 damage on Crystal Maiden as a GPM talent. Like, look what she's doing right now. Like, this is actually just GPM, right?
A lot of GPM talents are like recovery, though. And whenever Crystal Maiden's behind, don't you usually need to go for the magic resistance just to stay alive?
No.
You always go the damage no matter what?
I think
I mean, this kind of makes sense, because it's all physical damage.
I think the better... Like, you have a better chance of surviving...
Nope, mid lane.
Alright, he's fine, right? He's Omni Knight.
Freezing field? No, freezing field.
Look at the damage! Oh my god! Alright, they don't get the kill. Oh, or on the run. Mighty ports in.
They can't even take a fight near their own shrine.
So I think if you're struggling on the Crystal Maiden, the best way for you to survive is through movement speed. Because you're just... If you get hit, if you get stunned, you're dead. Like, no matter if you get, what, 10% extra resistance.
Yeah, but in a lot of team fight situations, there's like AoE spells being blasted around all over the place, and you need to be in the vicinity.
Don't get hit.
Oh, okay.
So no, like, I'm not joking. Like, just keep yourself away via, like, remember earlier I said Tranquil Glue plus Wind Lace, and then you could add a Aether Lens on top of that. Just like stay super far away, stay super agile.
I suppose, but Aether Lens is still a pretty lofty goal. Oh, it even makes like a little like squeaking sound. Nice crush onto 2.
Okay.
They're not gonna drop the golem though.
Armel does not care.
He doesn't. I mean, Gabby does not care.
Okay. Alright. Nice healing ward. It's done. Okay, that's a good crush, and now Mel strikes are happening. The rock's gonna be on top. Where's the Fatal Bond? Guardian Angel though, now everyone's fine. Fly solo on the low ground, letting that ultimate rip here. James in the front, activating his ultimate. Okay, Shield takes down the Nyx Assassin, but this is actually a game right there. Because they're gonna just take all the Raxes now.
No buybacks available on anyone on Execration. I mean, they could go for tier 4s, backdoor protection kicked back in. But at this point, Execration would have bought back if they had it. And so, okay, they'll go for another tower.
So, the thing I've learned this game is don't let them get Omni Knight.
I mean, you've casted like 4 games of them. There are a lot of heroes that you can't let Clutch Gamers get. Can't let them get Sven. Apparently you can't let them get Bristleback now. Can't let them get Puck.
I think Omni Knight is in the centerpiece of this.
I mean, this game, sure.
Yeah.
Rappy has definitely just shut down the Juggernaut altogether, which Juggernaut has now completed a Diffusal Blade, but the fact that you needed first item Diffusal Blade on a Juggernaut proves that this Omni Knight is out of control.
It's not
that was
even
the first usage of Guardian Angel.
You're right, that was the first usage. It's not even that, though. It's just the fact that he beats you in the lane. You have to dedicate a trialing there to make sure you don't lose your lane. Like maybe you need to pick up range core, like a draw range or something, to like just so you can 1v1 him, or clinks, something that allows your support to leave the lane.
Yeah, that's true. He's kind of like Sand King in that way.
Right, because once you think about it, he's worse than Sand King. Like he can't jungle. Well, I mean he can, but not very effectively, right?
Right.
So if you could shut him down in lane, then suddenly, remember when Omni was not played like for the longest time because people didn't know how to lane him? Yeah, he turns back into that hero.
Oh, they know that Nando's hiding here, so they're just gonna go on the back lines. Lumbeck does not get the Vendetta hit, but he has Blink Dagger. Yeah, they know. They know. Fly Solo!
No, Fly Solo!
The double meld!
You had
the double meld
You had a Ghost Scepter Fly Solo.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So remember my expert advice to not get hit?
Yes.
Fly Solo got hit.
Not. Oh my god, they did so much damage that Borrowed Time didn't even go off.
Wait, what?
They did a 400 They did over 400 damage.
How?
I don't know. Was it Quill Sprays?
Yeah, I guess a whole bunch of goos and Quill Spray and Purification.
And Solar Crust?
Yeah, I suppose.
Wow. Okay.
Where's the teamfight recap?
I don't know.
Is it gone?
I think so. I mean, it's not gone. Actually, maybe it is. I haven't clicked on it.
I haven't seen a teamfight recap yet.
Jeez.
But I
hopefully there's one more fight.
I normally, yeah, don't click on teamfight recap. So that's my fault. Dude, that looks like a Venomancer attack. Or a Viper ult or something. Look at that. Doesn't it?
Yeah. Juggernaut has Omni Slash. They have all their ults up on Radiant again, but Lumbex tanks it, Guardian Angel.
Nice Omni Slash. This has like been the most underwhelming Omni Slash I've ever seen. And
I don't even know. Oh, he did use his Diffusal, but yeah, it's too far gone.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Well, now we'll never be able to solve the question of the missing fight recap.
It will show up here, right?
I don't know.
Normally shows up in the late.
Oh yeah,
there you go. There you
I
go.
see it. Okay,
Alright,
it's
so
still
just me not clicking.
30,000 net worth advantage at the end of the game. Clutch Gamers probably the favorites coming into this series, but they definitely like showed it.
Yeah, and it's good, right? They 2-0 their previous opponent. They 2-0 here now, and they're either gonna go up against Happy Feet or TNC. Either one is gonna be a very tough opponent. And I think having this momentum going into tomorrow is good. And they finish the game early. They get to watch the best of 3. True. That is currently being played on BTS2. I believe our boy Zyclops is playing it. So I will send you guys over there. You could go over to Zyclops and spam GIF Zyclops. TNC versus Happy Feet. That should be a good match. After that's over, we are done with the broadcast today. Tomorrow, though, we have the grand finals, a best of 5 between Clutch Gamer and the winner between TNC and Happy Feet. Tsunami and yours truly will be bringing that one to you. So yeah, that's tomorrow at 1900 SGT. Any closing thoughts, sir, before we shut down the stream?
No, nothing in particular. I'm just looking forward to seeing Filipino Dota at its finest tomorrow.
Alright, we'll see you tomorrow then. Thanks for watching. You can check out my co-caster at Tsunami643 and myself at Luminous Inverse. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.